Hello, Taurus. Welcome to January 2024. Taurus, and welcome to your January 2024 Tarotscope. Happy New Year to all of you. I'm going to say welcome to those who have not yet been here, and welcome back to those who have been on my channel before. This will be a Tarotscope for Taurus for January 2024. I'm just going to get right into it. I have pre-shuffled the deck, but I'm going to just cut it a few more times for Taurus here, and we'll get into the reading. So let's see. Let's start off with, we have World in reverse. So that's interesting. It seems like there's been a completion. Obviously, there's been a completion of the old year, but there's some sort of resistance to letting go of the old story and starting into the new. World always represents completions of cycles, completions of things that we've been doing, some effort we've been taking, something like that. And when it's showing up in reverse, there's usually some fear, doubt, or resistance to letting that old cycle go and jumping into the new year. Do any of you Tauruses have any sort of concerns about starting the new year? If anything, there may be things that you're bringing from the prior world into the prior year, into the current year. That may be a theme for 2024, is letting things that are in the past be in the past, and like shedding that old skin and letting the new in. Let's see what else is coming up for Taurus. Put that there. Next card up is Four of Coins. So this means having an eye on your assets. Four of Coins is usually the Midas card, so it means counting your gold. Sometimes it can be a stringency with money, like being very careful with your money, having fears about money or your possessions or your assets. It's sort of got a little bit of a clinging vibe to it. Like, are some of you concerned about where your purse strings are, or budgeting? Those can all be themes for Four of Coins. It could also be fear of losing something. So there may be a certain sense of not wanting to go into this next part of the year because you're afraid of financial situations, something like that. But let's see what else is coming up, Taurus. We've got Four of Wands. So maybe this is usually about house and home, and also relationship. There could be some focus or attention around stability, especially as it relates to your home, is what I'm getting, because this is a 4 also, and 4s are numbers of stability, places where you feel secure, where you feel like maybe your relationship is an area where you're looking at your finances together. But 4 of Wands also means marriage. If some of you are preparing for a wedding, say, if some of you are engaged and preparing for a wedding, you may be concerned about where that's going to take you financially. But Four of Wands is usually a celebration. It is a cause for like investing in the things that we love and securing stability around those things. So that's what's coming up around that. We also have Jack, also known as Knight of Swords. This is a card of very swift thinking. Sometimes Jack of Swords is so quick to speak that they speak before they think. So this is a card that just reminds us to take a pause before we have anything to say things in a clear but not cutting way. It means taking forward quick action and being very decisive. So there's something about, especially regarding your financial situation and how it applies to your home, you're making some quick, swift decisions, Taurus. It almost means like cutting out the fat, cutting out anything that's unnecessary is what I see. Some of you may be revising your budgets here at the beginning of January. Then I see Emperor in reverse. The first thing I'm getting is that this may relate to someone who's an older male in the family who's having a difficult time, perhaps with his health, or in some situation. There's something about the older male, whether it be a father, grandfather, uncle, something like that, who is struggling or that you're struggling to let go of. This could be someone who had a lot of influence in your life, a lot of control, a lot of say, a lot of authority, and you're either trying to separate from them, or they're not giving you their blessing, or they have some sort of control that you're trying to pull yourself away from. There's a something of with an elder male that is either they're struggling or they're causing an effect for you that is difficult. Let's see what else is coming up regarding that. Okay, King of Swords in reverse. I believe this is related to this Emperor because they're coming up in reverse together. So this is someone who does not have the best judgment, does not consider both sides of the story. There's someone in your environment who may be affecting things, who only sees things from their point of view. Because King of Swords in the upright considers all points of view. He weighs things fairly. He's very just. Interestingly enough, while I'm recording this, January 1st, this is the card of the day of January 1st, is that influence of being ethical, being fair, thinking things through, using knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is the King Solomon card. But when it's coming in reverse with this Emperor in reverse, there may be someone who has power or control in a situation and they're not using their power fairly or ethically or justly. It's almost like someone who's overbearing and they're not considering both sides of the story. They're not considering multiple points of view. They're not being wise in their application of their thoughts and their judgment. So this could either relate to you, Taurus, potentially, but I'm really kind of getting that it's an elder male or perhaps a boss. You'll know who that is. And then this is Three of Cups in reverse. Perhaps there's been a little overindulgence in the holidays. Three of Cups in the upright represents parties, celebrations, getting together with loved ones. It is a very fun card, very festive, has to do with like food and drink and enjoyment of life. In the reverse, it means that we might be overdoing it in those situations, like maybe there was too much of physical pleasures in terms of like food and drink or any other substances over the holidays, and now you're not into that anymore, or you're taking a break from that, or that repulses you. Potentially also, this could be negative gossip in the reverse. Like, I like to call it the peanut gallery, where people are saying things behind your back. It could relate to this King of Swords saying something. But again, I wouldn't pay attention to any. It's sort of like idle gossip. It's nothing that's going to affect you, but I kind of get it's related to this Emperor in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, someone who's not being fair and maybe saying things that aren't fair. But it's sort of like the party's over when this card comes out, both in the sense of no more overindulging and also like it's time to get serious about certain things. Interesting too, you may be getting serious in your domestic home life with this Four of Wands, because that means making a commitment, establishing security, establishing the ground underneath you, and sort of like the playing time is over. It's more like you're kind of growing up in a certain way and maybe out from under this controlling force, this person here. It also may mean that you are getting out from under a boss and starting to work for yourself. We'll see what else comes up here. Yeah, five of coins in reverse means that there's some sort of gain ahead for you in the middle of January here. You may begin to start working for yourself. As I see this, the party's over, time to get serious, establishing things for your domestic life. This is a gain. This is letting go of anything that drains you and brings you loss. Five of coins often has to do with financial loss or FOMO or feeling left out in the cold. And Five of Coins in reverse says you're not having any of that. You're saying no to that. That time is over. Just like the party's over, so is letting all your good attention and energy dissipate. So very interesting. You might be giving up something that felt like you were investing in the wrong areas, investing too much in other people, perhaps, not getting paid what you're worth. And so you decide to go out and work for yourself. Lots of possibilities with that card. Yeah, eight of coins. This really says that you may be working for yourself or making some moves, Taurus. Eight of coins is the artisan card. And usually in other decks, this is an artist working on their workbench and all the coins are hanging up on the wall. They're different handiwork that the artist has made. So eight of coins means reliable, consistent action that brings us money. And it's someone who is diligent and brings themselves money and abundance through their own hard work and efforts. So I really see for a lot of you that this may be the year where you get out from under an unfair, unjust boss and get really serious and bring in abundance that you've created for yourself. Very interesting stuff. Then I see Knight of Wands in reverse. This means you're also slowing down, not just making impulsive decisions. Knight of Wands, also known as Jack of Wands, in the upright means someone who's very impulsive, dashes in, dashes out, relies on his passion to make decisions. Like he changes directions quite often. He's got a lot of energy and passion and drive, but it's not very well harnessed or directed. And this says to me that you're slowing down and maturing and applying your passion, energy, action, all those fire elements in one direction. You're not squandering your energy easily, especially as towards the end of the month. You're applying your energy very focused, very diligent, very consistently, and it's going to yield you rewards. You don't have energy to waste, is what I see at the end of January. And you're not wasting your energy on any frivolous things. You're applying it in a very focused way. Three of Swords I see showing up. There is some feeling here of heartbreak or sorrow. It's a card of having beliefs that are in your heart that bring you pain. So this could be some sort of reflection upon an old heartbreak, or it could be a betrayal of some sort. It could be trusting in something that ends up bringing you pain. I'm not sure what this is related to, but these are both three cards. This has to do with your social circle, people that are in your environment, or your friends or family. There may be something that is said that you find out about towards the end of the month that is painful or hurtful to you. It may be coming from this elder who is not making good decisions. Perhaps he's suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's, but there's something not right about his mind or his decision making, and perhaps you hear something about it that's painful or hurtful. Three of Swords is a painful belief or words that cut into our heart, often to do with heartbreak or betrayal of some sort is what I'm getting. I'm getting betrayal out of that card. And then to round out the end of the month, we have Jack of Cups, also known as Knight of Cups, in the reverse. There is some hesitancy for you to say what is on your heart. Jack of Cups in the upright position, this is the Christ card. It's a card of compassion, of love, expressing emotion, writing poetry, writing song lyrics, anything where you're communicating what's on your heart to someone else, or that someone else is communicating what's on their heart to you. It's a messenger of love. In the reverse, it's saying you're hesitant to say what's on your heart. You're hesitant to receive what's on someone else's heart. It's actually very interesting because I'm seeing here that where this heartbreak and sorrow and betrayal is, there's two knights. This is potentially a water sign. So that could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And this is a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. I see two men on the side of this betrayal, this heartbreak. So there may be one person who is saying something, or like a breakup of a friendship, something like two brothers or family members perhaps under this father. I'm not sure who these people are. They could be two people at work that are saying things that are hurtful, or they're not happy about losing you as a team member. So you may have an idea of who that is, Taurus. But at any rate, that is your reading for January 2024. I hope that you have a wonderful start to the year, and I hope that you're inspired to follow the dreams that you are choosing for yourself this year, Taurus. With that, I will close the reading and just say thank you for listening, and yours in the stars.